very good for Donald Trump at this point. Let me put some of them up on the screen. In a four-way race, he now trails Clinton by more than 5 points. Among women, he trails by 15 points, and that's important because women are voting early in big numbers in Florida and North Carolina. Kellyanne, how do you turn this around in 2 weeks?
Thanks for having me, Chris. So by taking the case directly to the voters, and that's where he is. He was in 3 states yesterday. He'll be in Florida for a few days. And we look at some of the early voting returns in places like Iowa and Ohio, and we're doing much better than previous candidates, in large part because we invested in the absentee ballot early voting procedures. And also, I think he does it in the way that he gave the speech in Gettysburg yesterday, puts out that 9 or 10 point plan, has some really significant measures with teeth to have lifetime bans on lobbying foreign nations if you've worked in his White House, term limits for members of Congress, his whole Drain the Swamp ethical package.
Didn't he step on his serious agenda for the first 100 days by beginning the speech saying that he's going to sue all the women who've accused him?
No, he's just trying to defend himself against false accusers, as he says. He says those incidents never happened, yet they're covered in the media every single day. He can't get fair coverage, maybe not here, Chris, but he can't get fair coverage of his substantive points in many corners, and yet they imbue credibility to others automatically. We like the fact that in 3 major he's leading Hillary Clinton now by a few points. And we like the fact that in the 8 swing states where President Obama beat Governor Romney in 2012, we are either ahead within the margin of error or within striking distance. So we'll be visiting all of those states.
Let me just pick up on that, and because I want to look at the electoral map, which doesn't look good at this point. Here are the swing states that your campaign has long identified as must-wins. Ohio, basically tied. North Carolina, Clinton up 3. Florida, Clinton up 4. And then there are the flip states. The blue state of Pennsylvania, which you were hoping to flip to Trump, Clinton is up 6. And the traditionally red state of Arizona, Clinton now up 1.5. Question, where is the realistic path to 270 electoral votes?
She's still under 50 everywhere, and she spent $66 million in ads, mostly negative politics of personal destruction ads against Donald Trump just in September, Chris. So with all that on the field, we're just starting to increase some of our investments on the air, and you'll see Mr. Trump there. So the fact that it's been 3 points, 4 points, 6 points is what can turn around in these next 2 weeks. Our path is Florida, Ohio, Iowa, North Carolina. You add Nevada there, you protect Arizona and Georgia. You look at New Hampshire and Maine, too, where the congressional districts there are split in the way they award their electoral votes. And then we're also going to continue to visit Colorado, Virginia, Pennsylvania. So there are several different. A poll came out just yesterday showing us 6 down in Michigan. We haven't even been there. We're not up in the air there. And so the fact is that this race is not over. Many in the media want to say it's over. For the 12th time, they're counting Donald Trump out. And I'm telling you that in some of these polls, if you're only using listed sample and you're identifying people who voted Republican in 2012 or voted Democrat in 2012, and you're not really bringing in people who haven't voted in a long time, the lapsed voters or who are truly enthusiastic about Donald Trump as an outsider trying to really shake up the system. And there are many people like that. And we're not giving up. We know we can win this, and we are certainly not acceding to the same chattering class that's been wrong about Donald Trump for about 1.5 years.
There are